Hello friends, welcome back. So I have some topics to do, but first we have to get January under control. So we're going to clear the space and do people born in January. This is a February 25 read. Okay, Bitcoiners born in January. I have a different chair. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Let's see. It's very spring-like out there. Oh, this is funny. So Phil comes out in Puxatawny in Groundhog Day and sees his shadow, and they say winter, blah blah blah. First day of spring is March 21st anyway, but I will heal and move on. Anyway, so we roll a dice because I have some, divinatory dice, and the dice says nope. Spring's early, and it's on its way. Here it is. We don't care what the groundhog thinks. It's so funny. So we'll see who was right, the groundhog or the cards. I think the cards are going to be right, because boy, is it getting spring-like out there. I usually get like spring fever around February, but this year it was like middle of January, and I was already getting spring fever. So we'll see, we'll see. Okay, your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. There you go. Well, that's nice. I mean, seriously, everyone is so unique. We are all just individuals. There is no one like you. Don't expect people to think the way you do, and, don't expect them to know what you're thinking. Sometimes things are not what they seem, Okay, anyway. Windfall of abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving, and know this abundance comes to you in support of your life purpose, health, and charitable work. Beautiful. Look at that. Windfall of abundance. I'll hold it here. I don't think well, you could always take a screenshot and read it, I guess. But that's nice. I mean, that's better than nice. Maybe that's Bitcoin, going to the moon, like we all say. But listen, Bitcoin, windfall, yeah. There was a thing in the news about how money, fiat, is not property, and that the government can take it back at any time because it's theirs and they just lend it to you. But Bitcoin is a commodity, and it's an actual thing, and it can't be taken from you because it's a thing, and that's theft. So isn't that interesting that Bitcoin is considered a commodity, and they made a big deal about that with the, other cryptocurrencies are stocks. But Bitcoin is a commodity, which is different. It's like gold and silver. Anyway, Bitcoin cannot be taken from you. If it is, then it's considered theft. But money, dollars, dinero, what else? Dinars, rupees, all of that. If it's owned by the government, they can take it back because they just lend it to you. Isn't that insane? So, Bitcoin has just become more important. The other thing is, January. Digital keyboard. How funny. This came out the last time I did your reading. Oh, December got this card. Yeah. Which means, do you really know who you are? Do you really know who you are? Let's see. Digital keyboard. So this is my son's deck. This is the one I was telling you about. And it's always a good omen when you open the book and it goes right to that page. XV3. Okay. Anyway, he made this deck, and it's a prototype. Here it is. A digital keyboard is not real piano, but a representation of a piano. A piano has solid wooden keys and action parts, strings, and a soundboard, and does not require electricity to function. Contrarily, on a digital keyboard, the keys are hollow plastic, the wooden action is replaced by sensors, the strings and soundboard are replaced by speakers and sampled sounds, and they require a power source to function. The major pro being that you can create a multiple of instrument sounds from a digital keyboard that are impossible to produce on an acoustic piano. All right, enough! I have to go yell at my dogs, excuse me. Hey, knock it off! Enough! Are you leaving as well? Good. Goodbye. Thank you. Okay, sorry. This card asks you to look at yourself thoroughly and see if you are who you think you are. Does your mind and body act in unison, or do you think one thing and do another? Are you living in an illusion of the self? Are you just people-pleasing and doing what other people want you to do? Take a moment to reconnect with your true self so that your actions match your words. So, that's really important because, do you really know who you are? You may think you're one thing. Oh, I think I'm so kind. Do you know how many narcissists and evil people tell me how kind and, have such humility and all this other stuff? Yeah. To come to the knowledge of all, desire the knowledge of nothing. To come to the knowledge you have not, you must go by the way in which you have not, and know not. Okay, so, good things to think about here. And like I said, I did that reading, and the reading was very similar to this. It's questioning self-knowledge. It's questioning, do you know who you really are? Maybe that's why you're not on mission, because you really don't know who you are. You're so busy listening to everyone else that there isn't a thought about the authentic self. I guess the best thing to do would be to go back and figure out who you were as a kid, because you were your authentic self before all the other things were overlaid on you. Anyway, how you showing up? Yeah, 4 of Cups, perfect, because, maybe you're missing things. You're in your old self with those 3 cups, and that other cup is being offered to you, but you're so busy in your old self with the 3 cups, you can't see that 4th cup. You really can't see that 4th cup. And there are opportunities swirling around you, and you're missing them because of your attitude or your programming. Anyway, the Hanged Man. Yeah, this is a time of reflection. This is a time of you going inside, discovering who you are. Think about what your favorite color is, what your favorite food is, what your favorite activity is, who your favorite actor is. The reason I'm saying this is because you make that choice, and you have to know yourself well enough to be able to make that choice. Even if you say, I can't make a choice, it's between 2. That's coming from you authentically. Page of Wands, excuse me. And the power of the wand. But he's setting out. He's setting out on an adventure. He's setting out to do something. Wands are action. He's setting out to do something. Okay, King of Swords. So here he sits in his knowledge, wisdom. Has a lot of facts, has a lot of experience. Puts a lot of things together. He solves puzzles. The Hermit, which is also like the Hanged Man, introspection. Go to the mountain, meditate, bring your wisdom down from the mountain and give it to the people. Share your wisdom. Well, you know, if you're setting out to do something, here's the introspection and here's the hermit. So if you're setting out to figure it out, then that's where you would go. And this guy has knowledge. If this is a short-term goal, then you really need to go inside and figure it out because you're seeking knowledge and wisdom. The moon, yeah. And your skills are that you have illusion. That appears that, you know, one thing is one way. It appears that, so use that as a skill, you know. It appears this way. What is the true thing? Even if it appears one way, what is the truth of the matter? What is the wisdom and the truth of the matter of this illusion? Maybe now you're looking out and saying, is that an illusion? Is that an illusion? Yeah, thinking, planning, once again, action, action. You're about to step out. Maybe you are the one, though, taking action on what's happening to you. You're taking action, you're going inward, you're, you know, meditating, you're thinking about things, you're deciding what you like. And you're taking action on that. And that's, you know, you feel like it's a passive thing when you meditate, but meditation is actually a very active state because your mind is very active. The world, okay? So things are changing all around the environment, all around our world. Things are changing. Money is changing. Attitudes are changing. Relationships are changing. Governments are changing. Relationships within countries. Lots of things are happening now. Lots of changes. And here it is, the last man standing. So you made it through. You made it through whatever trials and tribulations were presented to you. You made it through. And now you're the last man standing. Still an action card, though. Still wands, wands, wands. And 8 of wands. Things are moving quickly. So once you go inside and you understand yourself better, things will fall into place fast. Because that's how it happens. Once you understand, and believe me, I'm always being taught new things. As much as I think I know, I'm always being taught new things. But once you understand something, all of a sudden, the gates open and the water flows again. Movement happens because you finally have understanding and you can move ahead. You can move forward. But this is a pretty straightforward reading. I mean, your struggle is that you're in your old way and you need to become new again. The way to do that is to actively and step out and go into the hanged man, look for introspection, go to the mountain, find the answers. You're seeking truth and knowledge, but you're also good at spotting the illusions. That looks like an illusion I need to examine further. And you're actively, you know, ascending, progressing, making yourself different and better, improving. Because there's changes all around, and you need to change in order to adapt, but also changes all around, and that's what you're doing, is changing. Like everybody else, everything is shifting. All the gears, everything is shifting. Because the big clock that just went around, well, it just went in, Pluto just went into Aquarius, a whole new thing. So everything is reshifting because of that big movement of Pluto. Anyway, you made it through. You made it through all the hardship. You made it through all the tough times. And here you come, fast. You're coming out fast. Information and things are flowing again. You're not stuck anymore. Well, this is great. I like this reading. You know, it's even a little different, too. It's further along the path than it was a couple days ago. If I find that other reading, I'll publish them both, but this is not that different. Okay, anyway, we're going to look at the Lenormand here. Seriously, though, think about the things that you like. Yeah, here's the illusions again. Clouds. So there are illusions, but you're starting to see that they're illusions. You're not buying into them anymore. The messages are coming through. You're getting the messages because you're starting to see that what's out there is not, and that's the key to everything. It appears one way, but it's actually something else. What appears is not authentic. And you have become authentic. Alright, so little green witch cards. Let's see what you have for us. What can you give us wisdom-wise? What can you share for us? Okay. Snow. Rest and contemplation. Yeah, that reinforces the hermit. That reinforces the hanged man. Although you're getting action cards, they are introspective action, which is a crazy thing, but you know, that's how the cards read. So you got to take what they say. Snow. 111, page 111, that's auspicious too. Okay, snow, rest, contemplation. Snow plays a variety of roles in the winter season. In the garden, snow adds nutrients, elements, moisture to the soil. It also acts as an insulator, keeping the ground and the plants protected from major temperature fluctuations. The peace of a snowfall invites you to release the stress you've been carrying. But snow isn't always peaceful. Snowstorms force you to sit still, shutting down activity and travel. Without your typical choices, storms force you to confront what you might have been avoiding. The snow card asks you to reflect on the past. Time gives you a clearer head with which to review these events. Snow can help you work through your emotions and see the past in a more balanced fashion. Trust what may seem like a slowdown, because it could be exactly what you need to stay safe. What good things can you carry forward in life? What can you release? Well, that's really consistent with this message. It's contemplation, knowing yourself, but also letting go of the things, letting go of the illusions that are no longer serving you, letting go of the lies that you've been told. Letting go of the things that you've grown past. There's a lot to let go of, but there's also a lot to realize that you want in your life. Okay. Okay, let's see. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Yeah, it allows you to go in and reflect on what your position is, who you are, you know, your authentic self. New moon in Cancer. New moon in Cancer. There's a new start coming into your private life. Something is rising up in connection with the people and the places you hold dearest. This can be due with a member of your family, a flatmate, or a moving house. If you're hoping to move forward with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. If your insecurity is holding you back, that's something for you to work on. Doing so could bring you your heart's desire. Make sure you put family first. Let someone get a bit closer to you. A new cycle is starting for your child or children. It's time to review your goals. Have they changed? Meditation will help you banish your insecurities. Spending time near water will bring you peace and answers. Oh, that's where you need to go, near water. The new moon in Cancer can be a super emotional time. The moon is all about emotions, and Cancer is a water sign and also very emotional. Saying that, the moon is a very happy in the sign of Cancer. It's one of her 2 home signs along with Taurus. So whenever you pull this card suggests that whatever happens next will be in your favor. It's especially positive for family matters. Well, that's lovely. Does that make a lot of sense to you? Can you put, people's faces to the words? And also, are you understanding the introspection? Are you understanding how and why? Are you understanding what seems to be illusions and that they need to be re-examined? There's a lot of consistency in these messages. Just saying. Random cards, right? Okay, let's see what the animal is. Oh, a fish. Also watery. It seems like there's a lot of emotion. We have wands here, and then we have swords. And in a significant place, but the cups are here. This is a watery energy of you're in your old watery energy and you have new watery energy. And that's kind of what I think the fish is going to tell us. So emotionally, a little bit different. Okay, fishy. Fish. And again, auspicious when you open the book, and there it is. Restlessness, change of focus, lost in the current. And that's where you are when you meditate. The fish loves to be subsumed in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement, movement, and more movement. It wants. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to weariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend some time with the lunar forces, dear fish, as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. And you got the moon card. When in balance, adaptable, travels well. When out of balance, distracted, changes your mind up. And to bring into balance, set a small goal and accomplish it. Like meditation. Anyway, again, very consistent with everything that we have seen here and delivered to you today. So, I'm hoping you're enjoying this. It was a good reading. It was very consistent. There were a lot of good cards. A lot of cards that matched up with one another or mentioned one another. So I think this is good advice going forward for February. February is a big month for a lot of people. Anyway, thank you for watching till the end. Subscribe if you will. I'm up to 72. I'm still trying to get to 500. And share it. Anyway, thanks. We'll see you around. Bye.